What are you doing back here? Alright, what are you doing back here? Riven's dead. Riven's gone. There is no more Riven. Unless we change the past. We're going to look at the bad endings of Riven today. And there are several. I'm going to try to get as many as I possibly can. And we're going to start with, well, the most obvious one, which is to come to Jungle Island and trap ourselves in the book. The second we get it back. I'm sure you remember Jungle Island. An incomplete save. It's going to load it up for us. We've got a lot of bad endings to get through, and a lot of special things to look into. Do I have the trap book? Yes, I do. So the first one I want to show you is what happens if you trap yourself before you get to the moiety age. Oh, hi, Cho. Uh-oh. Cho doesn't seem like he wanted to do that. Doesn't seem like Cho wanted to do that again. Well, looks like our cover's blown. Uh-oh. We can talk! We can talk! I guess we can't talk about this. I have been...
Forgive me. I don't believe we've met. I am Gan. And you must be the one whom H is sent to trap me. I don't know where you got the brilliant idea to trap yourself. I must tell you that I am quite disappointed that it is you and not Atris who must now pay the price for this foolishness. Well, this time.
Well, I don't think that glitch is supposed to be there. That's one way to end Riven. I don't think that's the proper way to end Riven, but, it is a way to end Riven. And I like it has different music for losing this way, too. It's very cool. Alright, well, how about our next way you can fail? That takes us to Tay. There was an achievement for that, too. Suffering Gen's Wrath. He shot at us! Don't think this is supposed to still be playing. But what happens if we... What happens if we use the book in Tay? Oh? You kinda look like the Legion, bro. No, don't touch it, dude. Fried a book? Okay. Legion doesn't like reading. I don't think the moiety are impressed with me. So we trapped ourselves in the book. I don't know why Gen's theme is still playing. It's eerie. That's another way to end the game. There is also yet another. There's lots of ways to end the game, but we've done our easy ones now. It's time to show you what happens when you Let's see. We'll do Temple Island first, I think. We'll actually do H233 first. Let's go here. So in this state of the game, this timeline, we've got Gen trapped in the book. We are still in H233. And, well, let's pick a nice good spot for us to horribly fork our save file here and just completely ruin Atris's plans. Oh, wait, there's another way I could have gone here? Oh, wait, there's 2 ways I could have gone here? I didn't know that! Well, we got one more thing we can do. Again, let's swap places. Now I need to understand how dumb you have to be to do this.
I don't know exactly why you released me, but you realize, of course, that this must be the end for you. It may provide you with some solace, however, to know that with this act of self-sacrifice, you have secured your place in history. The Dunny culture will be reborn, and the lives of millions will be purified. Thanks to you.
Ouch.
Farewell.
Well, that was a... Wow! Bro just thanked us for genocide. That was one way to... That's another way to end it, of course. Now, we don't necessarily want the game to end that way. We do have other things we can do. And it involves messing with Gen. Yes, let us mess with Gen. Let's annoy Gen. There's a few things you can do. This is a little involved. This one's a little involved. And it involves linking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. To annoy Gen, basically. It gets different dialogue, you see. So first thing we want to do, gotta wait for Gen to show up. I think we do have to... we may have to suffer his speech again, his long-winded speech again. The boy! Hello, boy! So here we go.
Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
Such eerie eyes, too. They're so pale. I think he must have inherited those eyes from his father. John Keston had very piercing eyes. He had very, very deep eyes that were very intense because they were so... And also, he was a fantastic actor, of course. And like I said in the last video, I think this is a very fitting tribute to his legacy. A very fitting tribute to his influence in games and in media and movies, cartoons, you name it. And deliberate a little bit.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
So now Gen will wait a little bit, and it's your choice to link or not. If you choose not to link, he'll stop.
You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable. Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atris and myself.
I'm sure you want to resolve
especially
things.
in light of what has become of Catherine. But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it.
I don't think that's a sanctuary whatsoever.
The work I am doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book.
Bro, you're cooking dinner. It's not. I've seen what you do. I don't need your booze. I've seen what makes you cheer. You're cooking dinner again. You're cooking dinner. Just DoorDash it. Do Dunny DoorDash. Denis Dash. Denis. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I low key want to see a Denis DoorDash. I wonder what that would look like. Here, I can get you anything from any age in 20 minutes or less. Pizza, pasta, bring it to Kavir. Donuts, my friend. Did you bring the donuts? That, of course, is a deep cut. That's a deep cut. Now we do have to do a little bit more traveling. Sorry. I bet if you could, like, that's pretty much, we all know if the Denis had survived long enough and infiltrated American culture enough, they would have made DoorDash. There would have been a Denis DoorDash. A DDD, if you will. A triple D, if you will. It's just some Rivenese moiety, like some Rivenese dude. He shows up, comes through the linking book with your Arby's or whatever. Don't tell me you forgot my drink! My Diet Dr. Kelp! I don't know why. Just the idea amuses me so, like, stupidly much. I don't know why I just laughed at that for like a solid 4 minutes, but here we are. You brought the fries and the Big Macs. Okay, I'm gonna let it go, because it was funny, it wasn't that funny. Anyway. But yes, I just think it's really funny. He's like, oh, you don't signal me, I'm doing important things, and then he's just cooking dinner and staring at the sunset. Again, you're doing nothing of value, bruh. You are doing nothing of value. And that's a perfectly valid, reasonable use of your time, is doing nothing. If you enjoy the nothing you're doing, then if you enjoy the time you wasted, then you have not wasted your time. But this might even be the most annoying one to have to do. I'm gonna try to make it be different ways of like moving through the ages for the islands for you guys, to at least keep it interesting, so we're not always going through the Starry Expanse or always doing whatever. That is not the dome. I need to get to the dome. The dome. I need to get to the dome. The dome. I need to get to it. But yes, this is definitely one of the more involved and nuisance ways to get a bad ending in Riven. You literally earn your bad ending in Riven by annoying Gen too much. I do love they brought that back for, Exile, where if you annoy Savidro too much, he kills you. I mean, bro, I get it. People get on my nerves, too. I don't care if I've been exiled for 20 years. People are annoying. People are mad annoying, dude. People be getting on my nerves. Just watching this, yeah. I don't I also do, again, have to watch my time, because I am recording this a little bit before it's time to go do the Halloween bar crawl that I'm going to. And it starts at 4, and I need to get dressed for it. And it's currently 2:35 now, so I'd have like an hour to like basically get dressed, do my makeup, and go do whatever. But I want to finish recording Riven stuff first, so that that is out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it for later. Okay. Back to 233. We still haven't even gotten to the what happens if you don't free Catherine, but you signal Atris, or if you signal Atris out catching Gen, or freeing Catherine. We do have the code. We could do it right now. We could do it right now. I like how it dings a bell when you blink in. I think you have to do it like 3 or 4 times, too. Bro's still cooking his dinner, instead of getting Dunny DoorDash.
I'm relieved you. I thought perhaps you had decided against it.
I don't have anything else to do, bro.
Here, I shall follow you directly. Please. You're free to go. But I think you should not come back unless you're willing to use the book.
That is his last warning, by the way. On our next attempt at doing this, if we do not use the book, he will kill us. I believe. I think it's third time is the charm. Like I said, very, very involved for a bad ending. Now we're gonna load back out. We're gonna come back, and I'm gonna take a different route this time because I don't want to do the fire marbles again. Yes, it is the quickest way, but I want to give you guys a different route. And besides, it's quicker to just take the cart and then the tram anyway. Or, like, take the tram and then the other tram. Oh, wait, I could take this elevator, couldn't I? You take this elevator down. What am I doing? Takes the same route. You get to see the cool fire marble case again. They're really neat. I love, too, like, that they added so many different... They added puzzles to the game. They added more areas to the game. And more things to do and more things to find. That really, again, help flesh out this world so much. I do think Cyan Worlds did an excellent, just a bang-up job with just adding more to the game and really making it a real world, a real place that exists. And, ooh, I just clonked myself in the face with that. Whoops. Really making it a place that exists and is, rather than just was made. It's not a world that feels made. It feels like a world that is real and that exists. Or rather, existed. And I guess what I didn't appreciate as a kid growing up, too, is kind of how weirdly pretty Riven is. It's got a weird, decaying, dying charm to it. It's a world that is on the brink of collapse, and yet losing it feels like a tragedy because it is a beautiful world. Gen did write a beautiful age. It's just a shame that he wasn't skilled enough to keep it intact. That cart do be going in real time. Real time cart. That's the button, right? Oh, it's coming. Boop. Let's go. One more time on the cart for you guys, and one more time on the maglevs for you guys. I really do hate that it makes you go back to frickin'... That's the only problem with it not being the 5 books that you can pick, is that you can't just go to Temple Island, go one place, go another place, go one place, go another place, go one place, go another place. You have to do the travel. And it's really annoying. But, I mean, there's better ways. There's, like, better ways that the game works now. The game, again, it's like reliving my first experience with the game. And it really does bring it to life, especially for a new generation who may have never ever experienced this game in their lives before, and may have seen it as very niche and not up their alley. A game that comes from a place that challenges you and wants you to learn different and think different and actually use your brain, which so few games these days do. You know, there's a lot of discussion around games, too, about, oh, well, games handhold too much, games tell you what to do too much, games are too easy now. I don't think games are too easy. I think games have forgotten how to let the player play. Like, let the player play. Play for humans is doing work and figuring stuff out. Having to actually think, having to actually be clever. Having to think about what their actions do or don't do. For humans, playing is by necessity using your brain and doing little minor tasks. And Riven is one. Oops. Okay! The entire dome is missing, alright! Again, I accept those little minor... In your standard game, that sort of, like, missing textures and popping would not be acceptable, but because it's Riven and it's set on a decaying age, it's fine if reality glitches a little bit. It's dead-ass fine if reality glitches a bit. Like, it's fine if reality glitches a little. In any case, back on Temple Island, and I think there are times of time, I think this time Gen will kill us. If we don't use the book. Let's go die! Yay! I love that. I like how they do have the powering of defective books thing, but they also have the, making books that, like the puzzle is a little bit easier and a little bit better. I think it's a much safer, much easier, and much, yes, it's easier, but I think it's more valid. More rewarding. Hello, the boy! Hello, boy, with your riz!
Alright then, once more.
This is our last chance. You're starting to get irritated.
The only path open to you now is through this book. Take it.
Oh yeah, no, he's pissed. Oh, okay. Alright. Earn your death!
You see, I have changed. There was a time when I might have let you live. I made that mistake with Atris once. It It's a pity you decided not to give me a second chance. Well, there's still time.
Well, yeah, that is one of the most involved ways to die in the game. That's why I never go for that ending whenever I replay Riven. It's one of the most involved ways to die in the game, and there's never any reason to do it. There's never any reason to do it. So we have two other endings I can go look at, and I think there's actually one more ending that you can get if you try to use the trap like at the very beginning when you're in Kavir. So I will go for that one. Let's do... We just opened the way to Jungle Island, I think. No, that's not the one. That's not the one I want. Maybe it is the one I want. No, this save is going to be closer. This save's going to be closer. If we link into Tay and then we run back to Temple Island and we open the thing. We go open the tub. Yeah. So this is what happens. So what's going to happen if you signal Atris too soon without freeing Catherine or trapping again. That's also a bad end condition. You need to do all the things that you set out to do, or the game, yeah, you lose the game, obviously. So we're gonna leave. So we've been killed by Gen twice, we've been trapped in the book several times. We've dealt with a lot of different things. We're gonna go back to Riven now. And we're going to go open that dome, because we have Catherine's journal. We haven't freed her, but we have her journal. I don't think that's intentional that this stayed a thing. But we're back on Jungle Island using the hidden Trapodoro. We explored the Moiety Age, we've ruined everything, and now we're going to go, the Poppin'. We're going to head to Temple Island. We're going to unlock things. Because if we look in our book, in our thing here, we do have Katron's journal. That is Atris's journal. I said we have Katron's journal. And that is this away. Go Yum for it. Go for it. Then go for it. Take the ride. If you want to take a ride with me on an age written by guy who is half Denise. Oh, why do I feel this way? Hey, must be the money. Bingo. And now all we gotta do is, take this thing and move it. And I believe... No, not quite enough. Boop. I feel like I'm playing one of those claw games. Oh, y'all ready for this? Let's disappoint Dangerous! Yay! Yeah, open the Starfisher early. Oh boy, That's bad! Oh no, I think I doomed the age! I think I borked it! Atris, I think I borked it! Are you mad? Oh. Definitely made an error. I love the vacuum effect, it's very cool. And it shows the dagger falling. Very cool.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine?
That's abnormal.
The trap book is empty.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand.
Atris,
You never did.
oh dear.
Father, I am no longer your father because you are no longer my son.
No, Atris! Yup. So this is the ending where you, of course, free again. Bad ending. He drops the trap book and takes the linking book. And everybody on Riven dies!
I don't know what you thought you were doing, but thank you. I finally am free.
And Cho kills us. Yeah. And we die. Whoops! Oh, that was an achievement? Summon prematurely? That was an achievement? Okay. Now there is another thing you can do with Gen in the trap book. Once you have him in the trap book, we're gonna load H233. We can take him to Tay, and we can show him where the rebel age is by trapping ourselves in Tay and showing him the rebel age. This is the only ever reason to ever link back to Tay. Is if you want to completely doom the rebels entirely. You completely want to doom the moiety entirely. So I'm gonna make a save game here. Right here. Yes. So I don't have to do all that backtracking. We call this save scumming. For you kids back in the day, who didn't grow up with games like these, save scumming was the oh-so-gentle art of using saves to reload to a particular place, or as a fast travel mechanism, or as a way to reset puzzles, or get certain RNG that was favorable. It was a very old method of basically gamed cheating to get desired outcomes before games put a lot of convenience features in, which for the record I believe are all good things. Those convenience features should have been added. I know I mentioned hand-holding at the very end last video or the video before, that games, there's a lot of discussion about games being too hand-holdy and too easy now. But I prefer to think of it as games have evolved to a point. Games have evolved to a point where a lot of that's not needed, but I do feel like something is a little missing with some of them, in that sense. Anyway, save scumming was a way to, basically get favorable results and cheat before cheat codes or anything else like that exists. Often in games like Sierra Adventure games, we're notorious for having extremely difficult, extremely annoying puzzles where if you made one false move, then several hours down the line, you were screwed, and you would never ever be able to beat the game or get any amount of an ending, or even get a good ending. Which is why, in Cyan Worlds, their games, Myst, Riven, all of those, you had to go deliberately out of your way to choose the bad ending on purpose. You deliberately had to go on purpose to get the bad ending. So it was a earn your bad ending situation. Whereas in games of that time, the default was you better pick up anything that's not nailed down, and you better be really, really clear on and know exactly where you need to go, or you're not getting anywhere. Suffer, bitch. Suffer several hours down the road. Which I'm glad we moved away from that. It was obnoxious, and I do not miss it. And I don't think anyone misses it. It is definitely... games have improved. And I think a lot of times people confuse games improving with games being too hand-holdy or too easy. It was... Let me double check. It was... Okay. It was this one. It was this one. And this furthest one. Yeah, there we go. Yes. So I don't know if you have to link to Tay to do it. I think you do. I think even just going here is enough. But I'm going to link to Tay anyway. And do it. Just to be sure. I like how they added, like, smudges of ash on that book, the linking book to Tay, because it shows... Tay was originally one of Gen's discarded ages that Katran added to. Now we're back in this age. And the other thing you can do is use the chapbook here and release Gen on Tay, which is not good. Obviously. He now knows where the Rebel Age is.
It appears that the moiety and I will finally be able to discuss our differences face to face. I don't know exactly why you released me, but you realize, of course, that this must be the end for you. It may provide you with some solace, however, to know that with this act of self-sacrifice, you have secured your place in history. The Dunny culture will be reborn, and the lives of millions will be purified. Thanks to you. Farewell.
Alright. Again, very involved bad ending. And we do have one more bad ending. We have Gen trapped, and we have the code to open the Starfisher. So, let's do that. Let's open the Starfisher, but not free Catherine. But yeah, I can't help but think about, like, what would a bunch of Rivenese natives think of just some girl in, like, a horror shirt and pajama pants just showing up on their island one day being like, what the hell? Why does she have violent imagery on her shirt? Did she come to kill us? Oh no! Alright. So you have Gen trapped, but Catherine isn't free. But that's okay, because we know the code. 4 and then 6. Bingo. And then, of course, all we gotta do is just scoop the whoop, schloop the hoop, boop the snoop, coup de grace, and summon Atris, and we'll be... Yep, there we go. And now, I do love that it's the difference is that you In the original, you push it down 5 times and it breaks the seal, but here you pull it up and it uproots it. I think that's really unique and really cool that they did that. They altered it. I love that Riven is a game that shows you about new perspectives. This is yet another way to look at new perspectives. I would love to see more games teach about new perspectives.
Where's Catherine?
Atris, I don't think you were supposed to zip into my head, bro.
I don't understand. You've captured Gen, but why did you signal me? There's no time left. The age is collapsing. I have to find Catherine. Your way is clear. You're free to go home. Farewell.
The way he looked at you like, really? He was so pissed, like he's so pissed. I would be too. He doesn't give you the book back either, too, so he doesn't want you to come back. He's mad. I would be too. You don't get any narration? You get no narration.
Gen is at last defeated.
What do you do?
But at what cost? The age of Riven is gone. And Catherine. There are no words.
He couldn't save her. Oh no, he couldn't save her in time. Aww. That's different from the original if you do that ending. Bro, oh god. Dude, I can't make Atris cry! I can't make Atris cry like that. So we've got one more thing we can do, and it's use the linking book, the trap book in Kavir.
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
Okay. He's gonna check on Myst Island real quick.
Until we meet again.
It's up to you to take the
Take care,
book.
my friend.
No way! No way! You can literally do it? No way! I should say, by the way, you cannot use a linking book in the place that you're in. A link book to a place you're in that you're already in. So this is obviously a trap book. No way! Come on! It's a real ending! What are you doing?
What have you done? No, no, no. Oh, God, no.
He doesn't have anything to say. He's just deeply disappointed. He's just disappointed. Bro's just disappointed. I can't. Okay. I don't have any way to make that any better, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is your Phantom Safety Pin. That was Riven 2024. Thank you for going on this journey with me, and I hope to see you in the next one, where we'll be heading to meet an old friend who spent 20 long years alone. Oh yeah, he's back.